I discovered a very specific energy inside of every woman that can pull a man to her, make him fall in love and want to commit and devote himself. And I also discovered a very specific energy that can push a man away, cause him to lose interest, and have no desire to want to commit to her long term. How do I know this? Well, this was exactly what my wife Antia used with me when we met over 10 years ago. I'm Brody Boyd with Magnetize Your Man, and for over 20 years combined with my wife Antia, we've been helping thousands of successful women all over the world to get a loving, long-term, and committed relationship with a man they want. So let's go ahead and start diving into what are these powerful, specific energies. So this principle that's going to shift your romantic life forever is the concept of mommy energy versus wifey energy. So mommy energy and wifey energy are two very different energies that you can embody with your man. One energy will attract a man to you and make him value and desire you, and the other energy will cause him to lose desire and devotion for you. So what are these critical energies in relationship exactly? So let's go into what is mommy energy. Mommy energy is controlling his actions and decisions. It is constantly taking care of his needs. It is solving his problems for him. It is reminding him of tasks and responsibilities. It is trying to manage him or how he does things. It is over-nurturing emotionally like a parent. It is giving more than you receive in the relationship. And it is feeling responsible for his happiness. It is nagging or repeating instructions. It is leading the relationship instead of allowing him to lead. So, what is wifey energy? Well, wifey energy is being receptive to his leadership and decisions. It is supporting him emotionally without fixing his problems or trying to fix them for him. It is trusting him to handle his responsibilities. It is sharing your feelings openly and vulnerably with him. It is enjoying the moment and being present. It is letting him take the lead in the relationship. It is showing appreciation for his efforts. It is focusing on connection rather than control. It is allowing yourself to receive love and care. And it is being soft, warm, and open to him. So, what are some of the key differences between wifey and mommy energy? So, the first principle here is control versus trust. So, in mommy energy, you take control by managing tasks, decisions, and responsibilities for him. This can come across as micromanaging or taking on a leadership role. In contrast, wifey energy allows you to step back and trust him to handle things, knowing that he can take care of his responsibilities. This trust fosters masculine leadership within your man. The next principle is fixing versus supporting. With mommy energy, you often step in to solve his problems or fix situations for him, which can make him feel like he's not capable. In wifey energy, you offer instead emotional support and encouragement without taking over. You listen, express your feelings, and let him handle the solution. This gives him space to step into his masculine problem-solving role. The next principle is nurturing versus receptivity. Mommy energy involves over-nurturing, taking care of his every need, planning things for him, sending him reminders, or making decisions on his behalf. This can feel suffocating or infantilizing to him. Wifey energy, on the other hand, is more receptive. You focus on receiving his love, care, and leadership while also being open and vulnerable with your own feelings and needs. So let's go into more traits that are the differences between mommy energy and wifey energy. So again, mommy energy is managing and controlling. It is taking over decision making. It is fixing or solving his problems. It is criticizing or directing him. It is overgiving or doing things for him, just like you would a child. It's caretaking or micromanaging, feeling responsible for his well-being, being overly protective or nurturing, and stepping into a more masculine role. Because ultimately, mommy energy is masculine and wifey energy is feminine. So wifey energy is receptive and open. It trusts his leadership. It is expressing feelings and needs. It is appreciating his efforts. It is allowing space for him to step up. It is supporting his independence. It is enjoying the emotional connection. It is vulnerable and authentic. And it stays in her feminine energy. So ultimately, mommy energy is giving and wifey energy is all about receiving. Mommy is giving, wifey is receiving. So what are some of the benefits of being wifey energy with a man? Well, it allows him to see you as irreplaceable, knowing that you're not just another option, but one woman he can't afford to lose. It fosters a deep emotional bond, making him feel safe, understood, and drawn to commit to on a meaningful level. It triggers his desire for a future with you, igniting thoughts of building a life together. He starts to value and cherish you more, honoring you and treating you with greater love and care. His attention becomes focused entirely on you as he stops considering other women and recognizes your unique value. He feels a desire to please and protect you, going out of his way to make you happy because he sees you as an essential part of his life. You inspire him to put effort into the relationship, showing up as his best self and actively maintaining and growing your connection. It invokes a strong sense of loyalty, making him want to stay faithful and fully invested in the relationship. What are some of the costs of being mommy energy with a man? If you're mommy energy with a man, he loses respect for you. When you take on a mothering role, he sees you more as a caretaker and less as a partner, which leads to him pulling away emotionally. It creates an unhealthy dynamic where you're doing all the emotional labor, leaving you feeling drained, unappreciated, and unfulfilled. And he becomes dependent on you, leading to a lack of effort on his part. You'll find yourself carrying the weight of the relationship while he grows passive. And it also stifles his masculine energy, making him feel emasculated or incapable of stepping up. He may resent you for taking control even though he depends on it. It also kills attraction and desire. It diminishes the romantic and sexual spark because he stops seeing you as a romantic partner. It prevents him from growing and taking responsibility, keeping him from being the kind of man who can commit or build a future with you. And it leads to feelings of resentment and burnout for you as the constant nurturing and overfunctioning eventually wears you down, and it encourages him to take you for granted. He'll begin to expect you to handle everything, which makes you feel unappreciated and undervalued. So oftentimes the difference between these two energies can be so subtle that it's best to have a coach or someone outside of you who can help you to make these powerful distinctions in your relationship. If you'd like to get our coaching support to help you out with this specifically to get a loving, long-term, and committed relationship with a man you want, then I'd highly recommend also taking our free Magnetize Your Man quiz by clicking on the link in the comments or description below this video or going to magnetizeyourman.com. So some other analogies to help you understand the differences between these two energies. The first one is the gardener versus the flower. So mommy energy is like the gardener, constantly tending, pruning, and managing. Wifey energy is like the flower, blooming naturally and allowing the gardener to admire and care for it. Another great analogy is the coach versus the cheerleader. Mommy energy is like a coach on the sidelines, giving directions and strategies. Wifey energy is like a cheerleader, encouraging and appreciating his efforts without trying to control the game. The next is the provider versus the receiver. Mommy energy gives endlessly, often depleting herself, while wifey energy receives with grace, allowing him to give while still maintaining her own energy. So why is wifey energy attracting his masculine side? Well, the first reason is it encourages his masculine leadership. When you embody wifey energy, you create a space where he feels trusted and respected. Men are naturally drawn to situations where they can take the lead, provide, and protect. By allowing him to make decisions and take charge, he feels empowered to step into his masculine role. It also deepens emotional connection. Wifey energy focuses on expressing your feelings openly and vulnerably without telling him what to do. This draws him closer emotionally because men are often attracted to a woman's softness and vulnerability. It invites him to step up and protect or support you. It also reinforces polarity. Masculine and feminine energy thrive in polarity, and they create polarity. By embracing wifey energy, you can lean into your feminine essence, which strengthens the masculine-feminine dynamic. He becomes more motivated to lead, protect, and provide when he feels that you respect and trust him to do so, and also encourage him to do so and inspire him to do so. It also creates space for his problem-solving abilities. Men in their masculine energy love to solve problems. When you embody wifey energy, you share your emotions and concerns without trying to fix things for him. This gives him the chance to step into his masculine power and figure out solutions, which makes him feel valuable and needed. So how do you shift from mommy energy to wifey energy? So the first principle here is to trust his abilities. Start by trusting him to handle his own responsibilities without reminding him or managing him or micromanaging. This shift in mindset will help him to feel respected and capable, which strengthens his masculine energy. For example, instead of saying, "Did you remember to pay the bill?" you could express, "I trust you've got it handled." The next principle is expressing feelings, not fixes. Instead of offering solutions, focus on sharing your emotions using magnetic feminine communication. For instance, instead of saying, "You need to handle this," say, "I feel a bit anxious about this situation and I trust you'll take care of it." or you can even ask him for help. This encourages him to lead while also allowing him to connect emotionally to your needs. You can also allow him to lead. Practice letting go of control and allow him to step up. For example, if you're used to planning dates, try saying, "I love when you plan things for us to do together." Letting him take the reins gives him room to lead and boost the polarity between you two. Next is to appreciate and don't criticize. Show appreciation for the things he does rather than focusing on what he hasn't done. Gratitude reinforces his masculine side and motivates him to do more. For example, "I loved how you took care of the situation at dinner. It made me feel so taken care of." Next is create space for him to solve problems. Instead of jumping in to fix things or offer advice, give him space to solve things on his own. Say something like, "I trust you'll figure this out, and I'm here for you if you need me." This allows him to step into his masculine problem-solving role and take ownership. And next is to focus on connection over perfection. Shift your mindset from trying to control outcomes to focusing on enjoying the connection. Embrace the idea that it's not about everything being perfect, but about feeling safe and cherished in the relationship. This helps you relax into your feminine energy, allowing him to naturally step into his masculine leadership. So, what are some things and examples of what mommy energy sounds like? So, mommy energy will often sound like saying things like, "Did you remember to take care of the thing I reminded you about?" Or, "You really should be eating healthier. Let me plan your meals for the week." Or, "I told you to wear a jacket. It's cold outside." Or, "Don't forget to pay the bills on time. I'll check later to make sure." Or, "Let me just do it for you. It'll be quicker." Or, "Why didn't you call your mom back? You know she's waiting for you." Or, "I've been meaning to remind you to get your car serviced." Or, "I'll just handle it since you're too busy." Or, "You really should stop playing video games and focus on something productive." Or, "I had to fix it for you because you weren't going to get it done." So now, what are some examples of what wifey energy sounds like? So wifey energy can sound like, "I love how you handle things. It makes me feel so supported." Or, "I trust that you'll figure it out. Let me know if you need anything from me." Or, "I feel so taken care of when you plan our dates." So I'm hoping you can start to feel the difference between these two energies. One is really pushing him away. One is drawing him in. It's showing that you trust and admire and respect him and giving him the ability to solve it himself. The next one is, "It feels so good to relax and let you lead." The next one is, "I appreciate all the effort you put into this. It makes me feel special." Or, "I love watching you work through challenges. You always come up with great solutions." Or, "I'm excited to see what you decide for us." Or, "I feel so safe and cherished when I'm with you." Or, "I'm happy to follow your lead on this one." Or, "It means so much to me when you take care of things like this." I hope this was helpful. Start embodying this powerful wifey energy in your dating or relationship today. And I look forward to talking to you more on our next training very soon. Bye-bye.